Get the video you crave at cnettv.com.
Hey, it's the 404.
Yeah, it is.
I'm Jeff Bakalar.
I'm Wilson Tan.
And I'm Justin Yu.
And this is the show where we're nervous magicians waiting in the wings.
Nervous magician waiting in the wings.
That's how you have to say it.
Oh, John Popper.
Oh, you guys should really join us for the pre-show. We have the best time of our lives in here.
And really, it's just all
I don't know
karaoke.
if it's the best time of my life.
Well,
but
it's
up
the best
there.
part of my day, that's for sure. And lately it's cool because it's all been 90s music.
Yeah.
Like we were listening to Blues Traveler this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Cardigans.
I really wish I grew up in the 90s.
You did grow up in the 90s.
Not
Yeah, it's a shame you're 80 years old and you grew up in the 20s.
Not grow up. I wish I lived in the 90s right now. I misspoke, sorry.
Oh, you wish it was the 90s.
Yeah, I wish because it was like the greatest decade.
It was
there were a lot of bad, like, snap bracelets.
Yeah,
Not
bad
looking
idea.
forward
Yeah,
to that.
but come on, Bush or snap bracelets.
Yeah,
Saved by the
you're
Bell.
right. You're right. Good point.
That's
The
that's
90s
sort of
were
the
good.
trade-offs. No, this morning I was actually listening to some old school Boys to Men.
Boys to
ABC.
Men.
ABC.
Boys to Men. Too good.
Is there something weird about these 5 dudes just like singing love songs on bended knee and stuff like that?
No. What about? I mean, they're way better than like the likes of NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
You're right.
Now, that's a real boy
you know
band.
what? You're right.
Boys
they
to
are
Men
better.
rule.
They were really good. Motown Philly back again.
They are back again. We're back again as well.
So today we got plenty of stuff. A lot of audience interaction today.
Yeah.
We've got a buttload of voicemails, a few good emails.
I'm sorry. A what load?
A buttload.
Oh, okay. A whole buttload.
Yeah, you can.
They can all fit it in your butt.
I was gonna say we have enough voicemails to fit inside one butt. Hence a buttload.
You're right. And John Popper's butt.
No, that
Yeah,
never-
we
we
need
could
a lot
fit a
more
bunch.
voicemails
You
for
could-
that.
Wow.
All
All
right.
right. So first thing I want to talk about real quick, and if you allow me to do this, I'll be your best friend.
Oh my God. I'm looking at this in the rundown. I really wish you don't. Are you really gonna bring this up?
I'm
right
gonna
now?
bring it up because our good friend Dan Levy,
Yeah, one listener
Made
out of
us.
thousands.
he made
Oh,
us
but
do
he's
it.
been on the show.
He's been on the show,
All right,
And
bring
he's
it
a
up.
friend.
and he's
Come
a
on.
friend.
And he's in the chat room
and
right
he's in the
now.
chat room. No, but it's serious.
Let's
and
just drop
and
it right now,
And it
then,
involves
actually.
something that's we can talk about. So Kevin Smith, we all know who Kevin Smith is.
Right.
Huge hockey
Silent
fan.
Bob, right?
Silent Bob from the movies, director, writer, unbelievable dude. Huge hockey fan.
Right.
Let alone huge New Jersey Devils fan.
Yeah.
He was writing for NHL.com during the postseason.
Okay.
He keeps like a celebrity blog.
Okay.
Talks about the playoffs and stuff like that. After his first post this season,
Yeah.
His
NHL
first
doesn't-
post.
NHL doesn't want him anymore.
Really? Why? Because he wasn't a good writer, or what?
No, he's a great writer, obviously.
Yeah, what's the problem?
It's the fact that his content was not the most family-friendly content.
Oh.
Now, this is coming off Puck Daddy, great blog done by Greg Wyshynski.
Mm-hmm.
And it says that basically they parted ways. Kevin Smith was asked to basically stop writing.
He's like,
you know what he was doing? He was writing about hockey, and instead of cursing, he's like, oh, I really want to curse. That's how I feel comfortable. So they said, no, you can use different words. So he was like, fine. Every time I want to curse, I'm going to use some variation of the name Wayne Gretzky.
What?
Right? So he'd be like, you can go Gretzky yourself. Or you can go, Gretzky, my Gretzky.
Go Wayne, my
Wayne,
Gretzky.
Wayne, my Gretzky.
Right.
So he got in a little bit of trouble. Not as family friendly as I
Okay,
guess NHL.com
having not ever
wanted.
been to a hockey game, is hockey quote unquote family friendly?
Yeah, I mean,
fights-
with mandatory fights, I don't
first,
think,
there's
And
no
you were saying-
or
mandatory
condoned
fighting.
fights.
And
I
you
don't
were
think it's
saying
very
you went to the
family-friendly.
game, and at one point they started shouting a certain obscenity.
Yeah, like they were shouting racial epithets, which is kind of
They were
weird.
insensitive.
Yeah, a lot of homophobic.
Don't forget you were at Madison Square Garden. You weren't where the Devils play.
Okay, yeah.
so
I'm
that-
sure
that
the
would be
New
even
Jersey
worse.
Devils are a lot more. Their manners are a lot better.
They are
right?
absolutely. But all kidding aside, though, the NHL, this is not a smart thing to do. Though.
Right.
You don't want to get rid of Kevin Smith.
He's kind of the man.
He's kind of a big
drawing
deal.
people
But
in.
it's weird. They also have like Jason Reitman writing for them.
I don't know who
who's
that is.
director of Juno
Oh, okay.
and all that. Thank you for
Ivan
not
Reitman.
smoking.
Let me ask you a question. Who won the game yesterday? Because we were actually talking about this.
The Ranger game.
You were going to go home and watch it.
Well, the Rangers did win last night.
Bummer.
tonight-
And tonight you're psyched out about
Man,
something,
I
right?
got amazing seats for the Devils. game
Yeah, the
tonight.
Devils ain't out yet, right? They
They're
have
not-
one
no.
more game and then.
No, they have. Well, could be 3 more games.
Right. Okay.
I love how you're trying to like really get into it.
Hey man, you and I have been bonding over this lately. I've
It's
cherished
great.
these moments.
I really want you to start watching it.
No,
you can
I'm
watch.
not going to do that. No, I'll talk to you about it the day afterward, but
I
don't
wonder
push
how
your
it
luck.
went. No, it's going to be amazing tonight, so that'll be a lot of fun. And Kevin Smith will be at the game tonight, so hopefully I'll bump into him and be like, dude,
Get on
stop.
our show.
Yeah, why not, right?
Sounds like he'd be appropriate for it.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's get into a
Yeah,
couple
let's
stories.
move on.
I wanted to talk about this yesterday, but we didn't get a chance to. It's Google Me. Have you guys heard about this yet?
Yeah, no, we covered this on Loaded yesterday. This is really cool. People Google themselves all the time, right? Like
All the time.
I
People
Google
Google
Justin
themselves,
like every day.
and then employers Google
Yeah.
you as well. Well,
Yeah.
now this Google program called Google Me allows you to create a profile for yourself. So when people Google your name, it'll show them things you want them to see.
That's actually
First.
a really good idea.
For example, like if you put your Facebook link on there or your Twitter link, it'll show up right at the top, which is a lot better than naked pictures that other people have posted of you on Flickr, which always
That's something
inevitably
I have
show
to
up
worry
first.
about all the time.
Right.
I don't know.
Which is pretty cool though, and you can also create a custom URL, so it'll be like google.com/profile/Wilson Tang or whatever you choose.
Really?
Which is pretty cool, right? Like, I mean, it would
So-
be better if you could choose stuff not to show up, but
But
this
it
is
is
Google.
Imagine you could do that and just like delete links that show. Just be like, shouldn't have taken photos that night.
That.
Oh, what's
I wish-
that?
yeah.
I used to work where? Not anymore. I didn't.
Or it'd be cool if you could just do like sensors or like layovers on top of pictures and stuff,
Yeah.
so people can't see your face.
Just
in
put
photos.
like a mosaic.
Yeah.
Over it. Just be like, no, that's
like in
that's-
Cops.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I'm pretty sure you've Googled yourself, right?
Of course,
Justin?
every day I have
Every
Google
day. I
Alert
Google
set up,
myself.
Google News.
That's
have
the
it
only
all
way I can
worked
fall
out.
asleep is by googling myself.
I was curious. Have you ever discovered anything interesting about yourself that you found on the web?
Well, Yu is a really common Chinese
Yeah.
last name, as
It's
you
the
know.
Smith of
Right.
the Chinese
It's one of
world.
them, yeah.
Right. That and Chen are like the two most popular Chinese
I would
names.
imagine
So-
actually Tang would be up there too.
Yeah, Tang's up there, but you Google Tang and you get some other stuff. That
Yeah,
you
well,
don't.
yeah, a variation of Tang.
Of
is,
sugary
yeah.
drinks.
Anyway,
Right.
but you were saying like you Googled yourself.
Yeah, like I'll Google myself and I find, there's this really famous chess player named Justin Yu.
Really?
Yeah, like a bunch of nerds. Like suffice it to say, I'm definitely the most popular Justin
So do
Yu
you
on the
own
web.
like JustinYou.com?
No.
No.
You should
No,
buy that,
I'm
man.
not that arrogant. I know you have Jeff Bakalar and you have
Yeah.
WilsonTang.com, right?
Why is it arrogant though?
I don't know. Like, I don't have anything to put up there. I don't have like a reel or anything like
It
that.
doesn't
And
matter.
I'm not
It's
going to put
still-
those CNET videos on
It's
there.
still some. First of all, that's not a bad idea. It's you on camera. It's
Yeah.
good to have.
I mean, on top of having like a Twitter account and a Facebook, the last thing I need is another blog.
The last thing I could possibly need is
Oh yeah, you don't want to put my resume out there.
I'm. There is such a thing as being too much on the internet.
Yeah, what do you guys put on your website?
My reel, I blog sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean
dude, I
nothing
write
really
some stuff.
important, but
Yeah,
Nothing.
Well,
nothing
we're forced to blog for CNET.com, so
you know,
anytime.
I don't. I was just gonna say I don't really do anything groundbreaking.
Yeah.
But if I find something funny,
I guess you've had this problem too. Now that we blog for CNET and we had
Right.
to write a blog for 404, we write some pretty outrageous stuff on there.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that going to be a worry for either one of us?
Not
future?
if I can keep my mom from Googling my name. And that's really the only person that I continue to worry about. I'm pretty sure she hasn't figured it out yet. She's still using Excite and Lycos, I think. So until she reaches the Google,
Lycos.
I think I'm good.
Do
What
you ever
else?
find anything interesting about yourself, Jeff?
I've come across a few pages where it's like, what? Wait, when did I do that? And
Yeah.
it turns out it's something from like, 1997, where I posted in
right.
like a message board or
Your
something
live
like that.
journal or something like that.
Well, no, I never did that, but
You know what I do is make it a point to have a different username for every different network that I'm on. Like, for
Yeah.
example, like my Twitter name is Malice Brutus, but that's not the same thing I use for everything. Because
That
I don't
must-
want someone to Google that name and have a bunch of shit come up on
yeah,
me.
of course. No, you're right. That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, so I
kind of
changed
bummed
up.
out I didn't do that.
So now people can just look up Jeff Bakalar? Is that what your handle is?
No. It's just I don't know. It's nothing terrible. Nothing like, oh, I hope no one ever sees that.
Right.
It's just stuff that like I did 10 years ago, and it's like,
Yeah.
wow.
I mean, as far as incriminating stuff goes on the internet, I don't really have a lot of my
Yeah, there's nothing
name out
incriminating.
there.
I just have like okay, so Wilson Tang is apparently, I thought it was a unique name, but apparently it isn't.
No.
There's like a ton of people in Hong Kong that actually have the name
Yeah.
Wilson Tang. They're all like what you expect, like lawyers and doctors and whatnot. People
Oh
have
my-
actually made something of themselves.
Yeah.
Me, I have a podcast that
I know,
sit
right?
here all
I'd
day.
imagine the 404 would come up first and then your IMDb after that, right?
Something like that. Yeah, that's
How did you get on IMDb, you son of a bitch?
okay. First of all, there's
I didn't
two
know
Wilson
gaffers
Tangs.
can get on IMDb.
Dude, I'm on IMDb also.
Yeah, he's on IMDb.
This guy.
Why are you making fun? You work at
Dude,
CBS.
The gaffers and the boom mic guy.
No, dude, we're
Just the
both
PA.
legitimately on.
Yeah,
IMDb.
That's pretty cool.
I'm listed as a writer, director, and producer.
Yeah, man. Why don't you go shove it?
I need to
What
get
are you
on.
What are you on IMDb for?
I'm
Craft-
not.
Craft services.
I'm on the anonymous board at 4chan.
You're the best boy. Right?
you did bring the pop'ems today. I guess that's craft.
I am.
services.
I am. I'm server number 1.
I want to talk about. We got plenty of stories today. Believe it or not, coming from CNET News.
OMG.
Which is amazing. First one I want to talk about from Tom Krazit. This is crazy. Apple has approved a baby shaker app
That's
for the
right.
App Store.
Okay.
How
This
many kinds
is
of awesome?
crazy. So this application, right? It's only for the iPhone.
Well,
it
hold
shows
on. Let's just say they took this down already.
they took it
Right.
down already, so you can't go download it. But when it was up, it was this application where it would have a baby on the screen, and then it would start screaming and
Yeah.
crying and moving and everything. And then in order to get it to shut up, you have to shake the shit out of your iPhone. Right? So if you shake it hard enough,
Until it-
yeah, and if you shake it hard enough, the baby's eyes will turn red and X's will come over them as if it had died. How messed up is that? Apparently, I heard you have to shake it quite a bit too. It's
Yeah.
not just like 1 or 2 shakes. You really have to get into
So
it.
now I can see spending, up to $35 on this.
Yeah, up to $35.
I mean, that's just really worth it.
I mean,
to me.
seriously, talk about the lowest of the low, though.
Yeah, that is so messed up.
I honestly cannot think of a worse application you can make.
What's worse, this or the I Am Rich application?
This one
This
is
one
worse
by
because there
far.
are no dead babies involved in the I Am Rich
You know,
one.
it is amazing. You are, like Tom wrote in this post, you are able to simulate infanticide.
Right. Infanticide is basically killing your baby.
Infanticide. Is that what it's called? How do you pronounce it? Infanticide.
Yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Either way, you can kill babies.
Either way.
Which is funny when you joke about it,
Wouldn't it be cool?
No, it's not.
but not funny in real life.
Not even really.
Wouldn't
like,
it be hilarious if, like, all those Apple commercials when they're like,
Right.
you can find sushi, you can get the temperature,
Yeah.
you can kill a baby.
You can also kill a baby. The iPhone.
The iPhone. Beat that, Sprint.
But
So
no,
that
it's
music
causing
playing
quite
on
a
in
bit
the
of
background?
backlash
Yeah.
on the internet. For example, like this national organization called the Shaken Babies Syndrome Prevention Organization
Yeah.
has really spoken out against it. They don't like it. Other people hate it as well. It's now been taken off the App Store. You'd think that Apple would
How did
vet
it
their
get
website.
improved in the first place?
Yeah,
is my
I-
thing. Like they take stuff off because it has an Apple logo in it,
Or a
because,
swear word.
Yeah,
or
or a
something.
swear word. But no, it didn't cross anybody's mind that
Yeah.
you kill a baby with this.
Hey man, sometimes it's the only way you can get them to shut up, right? The only language they'll understand is
Oh
the
my
shaking.
God.
Is vibration.
Right.
That's the only language, really, at the end of the
I
day.
mean, this just bums me out because apparently a lot of babies die from getting shaken
which
too
is
hard.
which is actually very sad, but
Yeah.
at the same time,
I can't really
there's-
imagine a time when you would want to shake a baby unless you were trying to kill it. So, I mean, that doesn't sound like an accident to me, but I'm not
I mean,
a
I could totally understand if it swallowed your car keys. You might
Yeah.
want to be like, spit it out.
Give me my car back.
that's terrible.
This is
There's
awful.
nothing funny about
Nothing
shaking.
funny
No, no,
at
no.
all.
Except if you're doing it on your iPhone, that's
Yeah,
fine.
It's hilarious.
Let's talk about Caroline McCarthy.
Oh,
real quick.
man.
Oh.
Caroline McCarthy got to see Star Trek last night.
I'm way jealous.
Before we
Really,
talk about the
really,
story
really
and
jealous.
ream her, why don't you lock the door so she can't come in?
It's not a bad idea. Why don't you go lock
Because
that
apparently
door?
now she's a huge Star Trek fan.
Yeah.
Okay, so according to her, she's never seen any Star Trek
No,
ever before.
yeah.
See,
Neither
so
have
now-
I.
Neither have I. I don't even know what the Trek part of Star is.
Yeah, yeah. I was too busy, having fun and
Yeah, I was too.
going outside.
But you know what though?
Well,
the
okay,
more I think
first of
about
all-
it, the more I think I might like Star Trek more than Star Wars.
Well, the new really.
yeah, because the reason why is because isn't Star Trek based sort of on Earth? Like
Yeah, no, it's,
Yeah.
it's like
So that to me is
It's
already
about-
cooler.
okay, okay.
Because it's not a galaxy far, far away where they
No.
magically all speak English.
Yeah, I mean, they're still
You know?
human beings, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But okay, so the whole point of Star Trek
Oh,
is
here we go.
Gene Roddenberry tried to imagine what a utopian Earth was
Right.
400 years from now.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. So it's just, like where we could go.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I feel like it appeals to the best in all of us. Like,
Right.
where could humanity be if we all decided to quit trying to kill each other?
But it's not a perfect world, though, right? There are like Klingons.
Well, yeah,
and-
there's bad people, but they're all like, I mean, in the original series especially, they're
Right.
all stereotypes of things that we all experience.
Right. So you are a Trekkie, it sounds like.
I
Oh,
actually
he's a
really
Trekkie.
used to really like Next Generation. When I
Right.
was little, I was like 8 or 9. That was when it was on. And then
Could you
like,
see
it
little
was just
Wilson
like
Tang?
terrible.
Yeah.
Well, no, because when I was little, I thought like one day we could all like build spaceships and like
Right.
fly.
Yeah, I
go
just
all over
actually
the place.
Googled your name and a Klingon phone sex site got brought up. That was
Yeah.
kind of weird. I didn't
And
know
this
that
photo,
you run that.
This photo is
That's the other
unbelievable.
Wilson Tang. I'm sorry,
Klingon
that's the other
phone.
Wilson
So
Tang.
here's what Caroline had to say about the movie. She says the new Star Trek film is less an homage to a legendary science fiction franchise than to storytelling in general, back through decades of cinema and television and beyond. So she really thinks that this is more than just good for Star
She
Trek.
says, "Here's my verdict: the movie is awesome."
A deep
Wow.
respect for literature, pop culture, and epic storytelling is something that Abrams has proven time and time again to fans. From the litany of film-rooted Sawyer nicknames on Lost
Whoa, dude.
to the tradition of Japanese monster movies that empowered last year's Bummerfield.
Bummerfield, that's pretty good. No, I mean, this Abrams version actually looks really...
It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks like you could digest it even if you
It's
weren't
funny.
a
I
Star Trek
see.
fan.
I wrote Star Trek off my whole life
course.
after seeing this. Just the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? This is gonna be freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's young. It seems like there's a lot more action in this
Yeah,
movie
it's
No,
gonna
together.
be good.
and they reboot the whole series, sort of like how Batman Begins thing. Like,
Yeah.
I won't give away how they do it, but
So you don't need to have watched Star Trek
Anything.
before to
It's-
understand.
Not at
this
all.
You know what
not
it
at
is? It's like the origin story. It's
Right.
like it's like Batman Begins again.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, because
yeah.
it tells the story of a
Yeah.
young...
and they do it in a way that
Skywalker.
okay, like Star Trek is famously known for like the fans like really meticulously like taking apart the show and like
He's
having a
loving
very
it.
extensive canon.
Yeah.
And they sort of like reboot the whole thing, and they do it in a clever way that doesn't like piss on all the fans.
Okay,
Wow.
what about Star Trek versus BSG? What do you think?
Oh, Battlestar definitely.
Really?
Oh,
Okay,
definitely.
all right.
Snap.
Well,
And-
because Star Trek again is about sort of like a utopian world.
Right.
It's
Right.
about like the best in all of us, what we want to be. Battlestar is all about the worst of us.
So you would say Battlestar, then Star Trek, then Star
Yeah,
Wars.
That's what I
Yeah,
think.
But
That's
I would go the opposite because Battlestar and Star Trek, no lightsabers. No weapons, period.
I'm sorry.
Actually,
No,
Star
okay.
Trek has the worst weapons. Phasers? Are you freaking kidding me?
That's
well, because
true.
when
That
it
is
came on
lame,
TV
dude.
though, when it came on TV back in the '60s, they had
Yeah.
to figure out a way to kill people without like.
Yeah, so they use remote controls. Like, what is that all about?
Time out. Okay, the fact that in the Star Wars, now this is totally geeky, but the fact that lightsabers exist in the Star Wars universe
Yeah.
to me
Mhm.
is bad. Just
Implausible,
becau-
you mean?
Implausible, just because they're such incredible weapons.
Yeah.
Jedi's would have been chopping off their arms by accident all the time.
No, that's the point. Is that they're so focused
Oh,
on their
yeah,
weapon that
okay.
they know not to do that.
Yeah, you know
don't
what?
get it,
Sure.
man.
The tables
You
are
just don't get
turning.
it.
I think I'm heading towards Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek over
I don't know.
lasers.
I
No,
feel,
man.
okay, put it this way. This is my order. Battlestar, the original Star Wars trilogy was
Wow,
amazing.
we've reached the point.
Okay,
of no
this
return.
is total nerdom. Then
Yeah.
Star Trek, and then
Nerdum.
like, the prequels.
All
I
right,
don't-
we'll talk more about this after the break before I throw up all over the place.
Yeah, seriously.
When we come back, we got calls from the public, plenty to get through, and a few emails, so stick around. You're not going to want to miss it. We'll be back in a second.
This is the 404 MRFers, the show where we all sing songs.
Traffic delays, stock market reports, the latest developing stories. CBS Radio's award-winning all-news stations are always there, every minute, every second. Listen live, online, 24/7 at cbsradio.com.
Hey guys, this is Libby Goat. I'm in the 404 where the only game these guys like to play is rock, paper, and scissors.
Oh my god. Libby effing Goad.
It's been a while with her, right?
With that nerd voice that I could hear all day long.
Hi guys.
God, that's
Like,
fun.
No,
That's really good.
We need to get her back on the show.
Yeah, she'll be back soon.
We need that nerdy voice talking about Star Trek and Star Wars all the
It
time.
Hell
doesn't
yeah.
get much better than that. Oh my God, if she was here right now, she would have had a field day.
Yeah, she would have.
It's calls from the public time.
Time to show the love. 866-404-CNET.
All right. Calls from the public time, sponsored by no one.
Sponsored by Entman's Pop-'em Donuts
Yeah, seriously.
that we're eating in the
Once you
studio
pop,
right
you
now.
can't stop.
No, you can't. That what?
I don't know.
That's pretty. I'm pretty sure that's the Pringles motto.
Shit, man. All right.
Calls from the public.
Calls from the public time. Blah, blah, blah. This first one is not. This is not a bad idea.
Hey guys, this is Des Moines from Zach, and I was just calling in to to say that you guys should use the Nerdy Dirty to name your fan base. You know, you guys are high-tech, lowbrow.
It's not bad.
And we're the Nerdy Dirty. All right. Love the show.
So
Bye.
it's kind of like as when we refer to everyone, we refer to the internet, the listening audience, as
Right.
The Nerdy Dirty.
The Nerdy
Dirty.
I like that.
That's pretty cool. You know what? Actually, our buddy Ian also emailed us, letting us know that this show, Better Off Ted on NBC, screw that network, by the way.
Whatever is on
Apparently, they
Caffeine
said
Network.
full frontal nerdity in one of their conversations.
Yeah.
They actually said it. I don't know where
I
they
think
got
we should
it from.
start
but
copywriting all this stuff.
I know.
One of them was wearing a 404 T-shirt.
That's right.
Yet to have been printed 404 T-shirt. So
No, I thought that was kind of weird, though,
Let's
because
do that though. I wouldn't mind like having calling our fans the Nerdy
the
Dirty.
Nerdy Dirty.
it's not a bad idea.
Okay.
Somebody
Not a bad
register
idea.
that, start a fan club, do
Yeah.
whatever.
All right, you guys are the Nerdy Dirty.
Our next caller has a few issues that need to be worked out with us. We'll help him get through these tough times.
To the 404 at CNET.com from Texas, from Rob. Read 2 issues. Issue number 1.
Email?
Justin, seriously, Legos? You can only build a house out of Legos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was not a creative kid.
Millions of children worldwide, millions of boys worldwide were wrong throughout the 80s. Sure, whatever, okay. And then number 2, don't encourage people to call up using voices, because then it's just going to turn into like a morning zoo situation.
Yeah,
And that's
he's
just
right.
going to be totally
We have,
bad, worse than the BOL.
we can play what we
Which
want,
really, they're
though.
kind of like the morning zoo. I've heard Mr. Rafe Needleman on there, and Natalie fighting over who can talk louder. Anyway, that's all I got to say.
Dang.
Wow.
Well, first of all,
I
we
didn't
can choose which voicemails we do and don't
there
want
is
to
that
play.
beautiful sort of divine intervention we're allowed to have.
Right. But no, he makes a good point, though. I don't want it to just be all listeners
Of
doing
course
stupid
not.
impressions.
No, we're
we
right.
have
I
those
think-
dumb
I
impressions
think-
covered, Dave.
I think right now we're good.
Yeah.
Right now we're tight. We're
Sally
solid.
Henderson, we got Tuna Tuesday. I think we're fine for now.
Although, I would love to hear, I have no problem listening to new ones, but
yeah,
it's going to be tough to...
Well, I mean, we'll decide what's good or not. I mean,
Here's a great story about someone who
we
was
killed
in...
Becky, right?
Yeah, Becky's dead.
Yeah, Becky's dead.
There's a great story about someone who got in trouble because of our ringtone in school.
Uh-oh.
Hey, 4-4, it's Sharp from New Jersey. I just want to call and tell you how the 4-4 came into my physics class.
Uh-oh.
So I was taking notes one day when the teacher turned his back, and my phone started to ring. I forgot to turn down the volume of my phone, and for about 10 to 15 seconds, the whole class was listening to this.
Oh, that's
My
amazing.
class was laughing a long time. That was funny. Sadly, the teacher took my phone and gave it to the office, and now I have a detention.
Oh.
Anyway, hate the show, but love your ringtone. Thanks. Take it easy.
I love that he used the Tom Merritt version and not the actual theme
The
song.
best is me. He's like, I'm in detention, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it is. I wonder what the rest of the class thought when they heard that.
Punishment fits the crime.
Yeah,
What
it
kind of
does.
show plays that?
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, unbelievable stuff. Next, buddy Andy from Jersey.
Hey guys, it's Andy from Jersey. 2 things I want to say. I had never laughed so hard during the podcast before until when Jeff played the closeout music over Wilson when he started talking about Earth Day. LOL. And lastly, about the whole PSP thing, I totally think it's going to happen. Look back in the Dreamcast. Remember how easy it was to pirate for that?
Yeah.
All you had to do was download the disc and burn it.
Even I remember
5
that.
chips, no nothing. And that was one of the best consoles ever, and it died. Yeah. Hope it doesn't happen to the PSP, but...
Well, you know what, though?
We forgot to mention this yesterday.
Right, well, first, before we get to that, the Dreamcast, I don't think died because of the pirating.
No.
That wasn't the issue. It was,
It was just the PS2
bad,
came out.
bad timing,
Yeah.
it was just a whole bunch of
It was a
things.
great system, though. I honestly had
Fantastic
some
system.
really good times.
You
playing the
can
games on
buy one at thinkgeek.com for under $100.
Damn. But
Yeah.
no games are obviously
No.
being made
it.
for
Not
it
anymore, but there
you
were
could-
some classics, some
Yeah.
really, really good ones on there.
Sega hasn't come out with a new system, has it?
They never will, I don't
No.
think.
Really? They're done?
They're in the
No,
software
they gave
business
up.
now.
Oh, no. Well, that's a shame.
Software only.
What's Sonic the Hedgehog going to do now?
He's
He's
gonna
on
just,
Nintendo.
He's just going to play in the Olympics with Mario. That's
I
his
thought I
job
would
now.
never see that, seeing a Sonic game on the Wii.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was weird.
Do they have that now?
Yeah, they do. There's
Oh,
a few
shit,
Sonic
that's
games
awesome.
on the Wii. And all the consoles for that matter. Next call is our buddy Christian. Now, he won the Wheelman contest. This is amazing. He won the Wheelman, and he's kind of bummed out with the product.
Right.
He sent us a PowerPoint presentation.
I saw that.
Of how he sold the game for $2.
What?
Yeah, he sold the game for $2, but that was because his Xbox broke.
Was it?
Right?
Or
He
was
got
it
the red screen of death.
Oh, I thought it was because he couldn't stand Vin Diesel.
It was probably both of those things.
Vin Diesel broke his Xbox.
Well, to our buddy Christian, thanks for totally blowing it back in our face.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
No,
I guess that's the last time we'll give you a prize.
No, it was funny though.
He hawked it on the black market
for $2.
Come on,
could have sold that back to GameSpot.
We're worth more than that.
So that was funny. He has an idea. He wants us. Well, let's just listen to what he has to say here. He said he wants to combine Inside CNET Labs with the 404. Okay.
I don't know about that. Play the voicemail though.
Here's what he's got to say.
Hey, 404, this is Christian from Browntown. You'll have to excuse the accent. I slip in and out of it every once in a while. I don't know why. I'm weird that way. Anyway, I'm the caption contest winner for Wheelman a while back, so thanks for the game.
You're welcome.
Or should I say, no thanks. The game was pure crap. But then again, anything with Vin Diesel is pure crap.
Fair enough.
Not your fault. I sold the game for $2. Now listen, that's not the real reason I call.
Is this your dad?
The real reason I call is because you guys make me laugh every day.
Aw.
But some days more than others. Now hear me out. There's another podcast on your CNET network that's having the same problems. They're riding what I call the roller coaster of hilarity. It's Inside CNET Labs with Eric Franklin and Dome No. But lately they've been riding the kiddie coaster, what with cheap gay jokes and whatnot. Now what I suggest is a marriage made in heaven or hell. Depending on how the forces clash and mix and whatnot. I suggest Inside the 404 podcast. Now, I realize this will throw off the Asian to Jewish ratio.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
Asian.
you also got the African-American persuasion
You
pulling
do?
it another way. Now, I know you guys aren't too sensitive to racial epithets with your golden Oreo and whatnot.
Yeah, my
but
bad.
this is what you become instead. 3 golden cakes with some white in the middle and
Yeah.
chocolate all over. You guys are moon pie.
That sounds messy.
Inside the 404 moon
A
pie
yellow moon.
edition. You're welcome.
You're welcome.
A yellow mooncake pie. No, that is a terrible idea. First of all that Dome No and Eric Franklin talk about is gay folks.
Is that what
All they do is make fun of gay people, and I will
And they-
not have that on my
they
show.
call each other that.
They
All
call
the-
each other gay, and you know what? They're from San Francisco, so it's totally not cool. I mean, they're funny guys. I love Dome and Eric, but
I
the
didn't
gay
realize
jokes,
there was that much gay jokes.
it's
That's
like
not
gay,
cool.
gay.
That's not
Which
But
is
I
not
love
cool.
moon pies, though.
I do love moon pies.
Lastly, all right, yeah. What about moon pies?
I mean, this is Dome No we're talking about.
Of course. All right, last but certainly not least, Wilson's missed connection has found out about the 404.
Oh, my God.
And this person has called up to
Outed.
confront Wilson. Here we go.
Hi, this message is for Wilson. We actually ride the subway together, and I am awaiting a certain form of surgery that will make me much more attractive to you, and I know that you don't appreciate my good looks, and, well, they're not good yet, but according to the doctor, they're going to be very good looks, and I have spent my life savings to try to win your favor.
Oh, God.
I hope I will see you tomorrow on the subway for the last time as a man. I mean, as an unattractive woman.
Oh my God, that's fantastic.
Too real.
God, if you guys haven't heard it, go back and listen to yesterday's show where Wilson was talking about some ugly chick, apparently, that he rides the train with all the time, that always gives him the, the once-over look.
Yeah, it's disturbing, and that eerily sounds like what I imagine her to look like.
You are so arrogant, man.
It's not arrogant.
She's
it's
probably effing hot, and you're like, oh, this mule keeps looking at me. This gross broad.
That's pretty good. I want to get to one last email. As you know, we all talked about yesterday with the PSP and the amount of piracy going on is quote-unquote sickening.
Yeah, it is.
Alex writes in and says, what you said about the PSP games, saying how the actual games are getting pirated, he thinks that because he owns a PSP and he's actually bricked it trying to hack it,
Oops.
he thinks that more people hack the PSP and DS so that they can run emulators on them, which is like playing old,
Other games.
NES games and
Yeah.
Game Boy games and stuff like that. I think it's some of that and some of the piracy.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, could be that
PSP,
too.
it's really easy to do anything.
Yeah.
I know.
so-
I believe in like Hong Kong, you can actually get cartridges that have like
you can
20
buy
or 30 games on them.
Dude, you could buy it in Chinatown right now. We can go right now.
Let's make a trip down there.
Let's
after
go
this.
We
right
could be
now,
back
dude.
before lunchtime.
They actually deliver it up here.
Yeah,
so
it's
that should be
easy.
cool.
It's really easy. So there's that.
Now you don't pirate games for your PSP though.
No,
do
Of
you?
course not.
No, he gets the publishers to send them.
Oh right, you get it for free
I
anyway.
do. It's
You son
actually
of a
worse.
bitch.
It's
Yeah.
actually worse. But no, I'm kidding. But no, I don't do that. I sort of am aware of it just for educational purposes only. That's my story with that. Just because as a journalist in the industry, you sort of have to know everything that exists.
Right. Okay.
Is how I'm putting it.
No, I know. I believe you. It's fine.
You know,
You don't have to
that's the way I'm spinning it.
All right. Is that the last voicemail?
That is the last voicemail. Real quick before we have to go. Wow, that was a huge interactive session.
Wait, are we almost done?
We're almost done.
We didn't even get
man.
to talk about half the stories we wanted.
Well, I knew this was going to
That's
happen.
a lot of voicemail
What do you
action.
think? Do you want to talk about the March Madness of text
Oh,
messaging?
this one's kind of
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that's
I do want to
pretty
talk
cool.
about this
Yeah,
one.
let's bring that up.
This
All right,
one's crazy.
So this came out of San Francisco, and apparently these two guys were having a competition to see who could text message more in March. So this is like the text message version of March Madness. So the winner ended up text messaging 217,000 messages and racked up a bill for 26 grand.
Oh
Dude,
my God.
that is crazy. And anyway, the company is still making him pay for the bill, which is nuts because I guess the box they used to send the bill to him in cost $27.55 to send.
Isn't that amazing?
Unbelievable. And now I don't even understand why they're doing
Okay,
it. I
this
think
is
it was for
funny,
like
though.
a Guinness Book thing. But
Well, they probably broke a system because the reason why they did this, these aren't like stupid teenage kids.
No.
They were 29 and 30.
Oh, so
Stupid 29 and 30-year-olds.
Stupid young adults.
29 and 30. They did this expecting their unlimited text plan to cover it.
right.
But apparently there was a glitch because the system wasn't designed to
handle
process
that many.
217,000.
Handle $250,000.
This is like Homer Simpson at like a all-you-can-eat bar.
Yeah, just really taking advantage of something like that.
Terrible.
But technically, I mean, unless there's some fine print somewhere, technically this shouldn't charge them.
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because they were saying that most of the things they text messaged were like short phrases like LOL or hello or something like that. And they would do like 140,000 a month, which is
Seriously,
I can't
though,
even-
this is what I don't understand. What the hell could they possibly be texting one another?
Yeah,
No, the
just-
real question is, what are these people's real jobs?
Yeah,
Are they like
that is the
hitting
question.
A and hitting send at the same time?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
kinda
something like that.
stupid.
6,000 or 7,000 messages on some days.
What the hell?
What?
That is crazy. You would have to. I don't even want to do the math in my head right now.
No,
but
you don't want to do that. That'll
That's
hurt.
like a text message every
I don't
2
understand.
minutes.
Like, get a life,
Yeah.
guys. Come on.
Come on.
Let's all pitch in
Are
together.
they- are
These
they-
guys are just testing the limits on their carriers.
You know?
That's stupid.
Isn't that like grounds for like being kicked off? Something like just abusing
I
the
think
system?
so.
like
I
that?
think so.
I
That guy
think
pretty
so.
much ruined text messaging for themselves.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, it absolutely.
And now
is.
they got a fat bill for 26 grand.
Yeah.
How are you gonna get that money?
Sucks to be you.
I mean, hopefully
You
the Guinness Book will pay you some cash for
can't
that.
text your way out of that, Bill.
You can't.
Tomorrow on the show, ladies and gentlemen, it's all going to be a very trippy ride with the one, the only Steve Guttenberg.
Oh, God.
He will be back, melting our faces.
Melting.
Now,
everything.
can the TriCaster handle Steve Guttenberg? We'll find out tomorrow.
Yeah. Tie-dye on tomorrow's show.
Tie-dye. Everyone have a great Thursday. Leave us a voicemail, 1-866-404-CNET, or you can email us at the404@cnet.com.
Yeah.
Facebook, the Twitter. We love it.
Yeah.
That's a great way to get in touch with us. Definitely Twitter us. We'll Twitter you back.
Yeah, we definitely will Twitter you back. I've
Yeah.
been replying to more people lately. We also have our own Twitters. That's plain old Jeff.
Oh, I
Rhapsody.
changed mine.
You did. You
changed yours.
successfully changed it.
I did. It's just Jeff Bakalar now.
Okay,
Jeff
it's Jeff Bakalar, Rhapsody Artist, and Malice Brutus. Thank you, Jeff, for making us all sound like assholes now.
Well, you guys are
Now
the
we
ones
saw
with
him
the, you guys are the ones with
pretentious,
the
man.
freaky handles.
Yeah, like weird handles. And you're just
At least
totally
mine always
normal.
had my name in it.
Yeah, fair enough.
We will see you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a great day. I'm Jeff Bakalar.
I'm Wilson Tang.
And I'm Justin Yu.
It's the 404. I got to really join this unlimited texting plan.
Get on it.
Yeah. We'll see ya.